All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We've got the number one pound for pound fighter in the world joining us today again, LT Smash Nelson. He's taking on James Connelly at BKB 38, 22nd of March, the day before my birthday, actually.
Nice.
So yeah, we're very excited to have you back. Very excited to have this fight finally happen.
Yep.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah, man. Or excited to be here. Can't wait to throw down, and even better now, give you a little belated birthday present. You said the day before or after?
Yeah, so I'm on the 23rd, and you guys are fighting on the 22nd.
Oh, okay. I'll give you an early birthday present then.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. So obviously there was a bit of a delay now with the fight because we spoke earlier in the year. What was exactly the reason? I know there was something about rounds changing and stuff like that, but what exactly happened? Why the fight had to be delayed?
Oh well, got to New Mexico on Monday, the week of the fight, and found out, and I found out. That's when I found out that the New Mexico Athletic Commission or whatever only allows 16 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that of bare knuckle boxing in their state, and ours is 6 3-minute rounds for a world title fight. So 6 3-minute rounds, 18 minutes, so that's over the limit. So they took away one of the rounds and said that they want to do the same thing 5 rounds, and I said I'm down for doing that same thing 5 rounds, but it's not a 6-round title fight, so I'm not putting my belt on the line. So I was willing to fight, but I felt very strongly about sticking to my guns and my word for once, and not letting people take advantage of me always, like I've done a lot in my career, and sticking to my guns. And I said I'm down to fight, and I even gave them a clause in there, or said that they could put a clause in there that like lose or get knocked out, whatever it is, like we'll give you an automatic rematch clause for the belt somewhere that's going to allow the 6 rounds. I felt like that was very fair, especially me being the world title holder. I have the belt. I can make a couple little decisions in the fact of like, it's like you go up to Connelly, like let's say Connelly, for instance, one of the biggest boxers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Most well known, whatever it is. And they go to him for his next title fight, and they're like, "Hey, bro, we're really like last minute, the week of." Then say, "Hey, bro, last minute, your title fight's now going to be 11 rounds, not 12 rounds." It's not the fact that he doesn't believe in himself to do 11 rounds instead of 12 rounds. It's the fact of like that they're just changing it on him for no, like it shouldn't be on him. And just like this fight, I never thought that it should have been on me. It shouldn't have been on James Connelly or anything. It should have been the promotion. Should have been taken care of a lot longer than the week of the fight, first off. And second off, like, should never have been up to, I hate when it's up to one of the people to look like, oh, he's being a pussy per se, or he's this. And it's like, no, I was like, I got the belt. I fought in fights that were 6 rounds. Maybe I finished the fights before the 6-round period, but the fact is it's a 6-round title fight for the reasons of it being a title fight. Not because like, oh, it's a 6-round title fight just because, and tomorrow it'll be 3 rounds, and the other day 2 rounds. Next, it's like, it doesn't work like that. My fight was supposed to be a 6-round world title fight. That's what I fought for when I fought it. And then they wanted to take one of those rounds away, so I was down to still fight, but now it's not for my belt, and they weren't okay with it on their side. Whatever their thoughts on it were, I'm not taking anything away from them, but now it's just creating more, even more, talk and even more eyes on the fight, I think. So it's even going to be a crazier rivalry. But I'm truly just excited to shut all the fans, or all the haters on me, and all the lovers of Connelly, and just the back and forth between us. I'm ready to smash all that and put it behind.
Damn straight, man. Just like you mentioned that, man, the week of the fight, man, do you know, was it just an oversight from your understanding, or like, what do you think was the reason for something like that?
I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure at all. Like, I don't think, like, I know the promotions. I love now called BKB. I love BKB. The owner, Mike Vasquez, one of like the only and first ever like owners of a promotion that I actually um, think is like a true good person and like wants to help us and wants to. But once again, there's a lot of people in front of him and behind the scenes and stuff like that and stuff that deal with stuff. He's really like the main guy, the owner, the money man. You know what I'm saying? But so not everything comes down to him. So I really think that like some people maybe thought that like I've always just been the person to say yes to anything. Maybe they thought like if they just waited till the last minute, they wouldn't have to go through my coaches and managers, and maybe they thought that I was just going to say yes, which I normally would do, and which was very hard for me to say no to something. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've started to make changes in my life that I've made changes in my life, and it's helped me for the better. So like I'm not a no person, but I'm also not one of those just yes persons for anything. I get to decide my own path. I get to decide what's happening in a way, you know what I'm saying? I got some word on it. So and I think that I was very fair in the circumstances that I put to the table, and they didn't want to take it. I wasn't going to do my 5-round fight for the belt because it's not a belt fight, so it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And now it's moved to this one, and there's not going to be any BS about rounds. There's not going to be any BS about this, that, the other. There better not be, at least, because we're throwing down, we're scrapping, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, like I always say. It's going to be a barn burner, however you want to call it. But I'm bringing that belt back home to Oklahoma, where I'm living, and representing South Africa always, loving it, and it's gonna be everyone's gonna see March 22nd. It's gonna be an amazing show, and I'm gonna throw down, and I will come out on top, and I believe I'm gonna get a second round knockout.
Yeah, man, you're right. Dude, listen, first of all, you need to make smart decisions. Like you mentioned last time we spoke, you're making smarter decisions and things like that. You're 100% correct. As the champion, you should hold the cards. And it's not about picking being difficult or anything like that. Like you say, imagine like it's in any promotion, you can name it. If someone misses weight in the UFC, for example, straight away it's not a title fight anymore. It might still be 5 rounds. Sometimes they switch it to 3 rounds, but it might still be 5 rounds, but it's not weight, it's not official. But listen, man, in the end, again now, it's bittersweet, I guess, because you want to fight. You obviously wanted to fight then, you trained hard to fight then. But in retrospect, now this event's even bigger than what it was going to be when you guys were going to fight before. Especially now, as you mentioned, now it's with the acquisition of BKB. So now the entire promotion is BKB, Bareknuckle Boxing. Talk to me a little bit about just, we spoke about it growing last time. This is now a next step into it getting big and better. Like, what are your feelings on how big it's become over the last little while?
Man, it's just awesome for me to see. You know what I'm saying? Because like any kind of company that you're with, just normal business. If I'm at like a brand new furniture store, and like within the first like couple years that I'm working there, they're all of a sudden like got five businesses, and they've moved me to management and all this stuff, like, and making money. It's like it's gonna make me have incentive to want to stay there, and not just that, want to put on for me better shows, or for a normal worker to work harder, make good decisions there and whatnot to stay with them. So just these acquisitions of and the growth of BKB, and now we got Vice TV that we signed with, and then many different things. And I think it's awesome for me. It's awesome for me to see, because it shows that I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place, and then I every contract I'm trying to go up in money as well, and at a certain point I'm hoping that every like the promotion can keep up with going up in money with me as well, so I can make my living the same way. So I don't want to get plateau and get stuck somewhere either. So it's nice to see developments and growth, because I know that off of that there's going to be growth in payments and everything else as well, and just the whole show being put on better. It's always been put on very well, but even better than what it is now. Maybe bigger venues, bigger stuff like that, and show people that BKB is the number one spot for bare knuckle boxing. There's other BKFC, awesome. They have ex UFC fighters and all this, but there's a bunch of just random people that I'm not hating on them, not hating on anyone or saying any crap, but like, there's a lot of people that I know just go on off the street that's never had to fight and go to their like tryouts and then get a fight. And you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden they're bare knuckle boxers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? No hate on that, but I mean, I've had 65 professional fights, man. I've grinded all my life. I've worked random shifts, jobs, random things, done stupid crap just to stay in this game, until now where I can make a living more off of it. So it's nice to see growth in a company that I feel good about, and a promoter like Mike Vasquez that I truly, I have nothing but good things to say about him. Um, there's always going to be little things with random other people in the promotions or managers and this and that, and people talking back, but all in all, I'm super pleased and blessed to be a part of this promotion and just be able to fight and do this for my life, man, and put on a show for the crowd. It's the best. It's a dream for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I said last time, you're tailor made for this, and again, just goes to show now it is a historic event. You're headlining once again, like we spoke about it last time. Like every time, bigger, bigger, bigger. I was asked you how do you get bigger than that, and this is big, man. This is now it's the first again, like you said, it's on Vice TV. It's the first card where the two companies have come together. It's a whole new audience. I know they were watching the sport before, but now it's like all the events have got the UK fighters. Well, they're not going to have UK fighters, but they've got that audience as well, man. But you're going into the Lions Den once again, man. You're fighting on foreign soil, man. Does that the way I in our interactions and I've seen your fights and stuff, that probably fuels you up more, going into the Lions Den, right?
Yeah, man. I love adversity. I love like pushing through battles, this, that, however you want to think of it or put it, and then and just testing myself in any situation from hard fights and tough opponents to going to enemy territory and getting booed while I'm walking on. It's all energy and love. It's just about how you use it and how you feel yourself in that way instead of angering yourself or being F you guys and I'm gonna flick you off. Like, no, I'm gonna use that shit and I'm gonna take it out on your boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it out on the guy that I'm about to fight, and I'm gonna use my fist as my words. That's what I do, man. I go out there and throw down, and that proves everything to me and to the game. You know what I'm saying? Mad respect to everyone that comes and steps in there with me and does this fight game because without them, I wouldn't be anything. Without the fans, I wouldn't be anything. So much love to all the haters, lovers, everyone, man. Do it for y'all.
Damn straight, man. And tell me with the so obviously then you train hard and sort of peak for the last fight doesn't happen. How do you make the switch back then to sort of do you take some time off straight afterwards like you would have normally and then get back into training? Because it's enough time. I mean, there's a whole lot of time between then and now, but it's not. It's almost like it's a weird situation because it's like it's not fully back to back camps, but it's also not like one extended camp. It's like kind of a weird situation. How did you what did you sort of do straight afterwards to like get ready now for this fight with the slight interruption in between?
Well, yeah, I just took it like another fight. Even though I didn't fight, I still took the week off after the fight per se that would have happened. I took that week off the same way and then started back grinding on Monday the next week after that. So, man, I'm always training. This is my life now. I changed my life around and I changed my whole fight game and mentality around when I started treating myself like a professional athlete. We're professional athletes. I'm a professional fighter. I'm a professional athlete. You know what I'm saying? I need to treat myself like that more and more. There's still many things that I could get better at, do this at to be more like that. But still, I'm making steps, and one of those steps was just always training. In the fact of like, yes, I'll pick it up more for fights. I'll train differently for different people and senses like that. But I'm always training. I'm always in camp. I'm always grinding. I'm always in shape. I'm always on weight almost. I mean, I am on weight for 165, but I can make 55, 60, freaking whatever it is, like easily because I'm always right on my weight there, and that way it's I'm not only more prepared, I believe, for fights and short notice opportunities. That's huge in this fight game. But not only that, I'm able, by doing that and grinding the way I do all the time, I'm able to every once in a while go on a weekend trip with my friends. Go do this for a day or two. I feel super tired. I'll take a day or two off without being super pissed at myself and just like, oh no, and come back feeling shit. I come back feeling better because I'm training, I'm grinding, and I'm always ready.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I think it's obviously the right approach, but it's good when there's obviously a certain approach that's worked for you, but if you change it up now, like you said, to become a full-on professional athlete, the improvements just come. And I think also mentally, like you said now, I'm glad you brought that up because peace of mind, man. Like people, the thing is why people can't, why they beat themselves up for taking a break is because maybe they didn't put in all of the work. And when I say the work, it's not just training, it's obviously diet, sleep, and everything put like that together. And I think a lot of times when people take a step back and start to treat themselves, like you said, like a professional athlete, then they know like they've done all the bits, every little bit comes into it, the mental side, the nutrition side, the physical side. So it's good that, and again, man, that's what being the champion's all about, is like leading the way with that kind of thing is number one, man.
Yeah, and then just I don't understand how people can't, like, especially becoming like and being the champion of different weight classes now too. I'm a like I have no downgrade or no like less motive. I've got more motivation now. I've got like more motivation because I want to show these people. I want to show everyone, and more than anything, I want to prove to myself that I am the best, that I deserve to be where I am, and I'm gonna keep proving that, and I'm gonna keep taking names. I'm going to keep taking belts. I'm going to even take more belts. Watch me be the 3 division champ soon. It's going to happen.
Definitely. You mentioned that last time you wanted to do the 3 division champ. So is that? I mean, again, you're not looking past James Connelly, but obviously you're confident in your ability to beat him. You said second round knockout. Once the second round knockout happens, is that your straight call out straight away, or you're just going to chat to the promotion and see, like, because I know you're down to fight anybody pretty much.
Yeah. Obviously, like I'll let. I want that 154 belt too, but I'm obviously down for defending my 160 belt first if they want me to like prove something on that as well. So like I'm down for whatever. I just love to fight, want to fight, love to fight, and I think that Martin Raffel guy is fighting for the belt soon too. So let them deal with that and have fun doing that, and then we'll just go from there. Like you said, right now James Connelly's on the dinner plate. You know what I'm saying? So we're focusing on that right now, but many great things to come, man. This year, just like the last couple, and to come, man. It's just gonna be great. All up, man. I'm staying positive and staying positive and staying motivated and have good people around you. You know what I'm saying? There's only good things that can come from that in just life in general, man. Just have good. That mindset's huge though, and I had to change my life around and start being happy with myself and what I do before I became like, before things started blessing me more, and I have better friendships, better. I think I'm a better person now for sure. But it took a lot of struggles and learning about myself and not enjoying what I saw in the mirror all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was fine, like fight skills and this and the blah blah blah, but like all on the outer side, you know what I'm saying? It's just too many things where I was like taking time off and then hiding it, but unhappy about myself because I did this, and I know that I'm doing bad shit and still doing it because it's cool and people around are doing it, and I'm trying to get the girl or whatever the hell it is, and then I'm realizing, like looking back, it's just like it was like such a waste of time, but at the same sense, it's good that I was able to experience that and still be able to come back and do what I'm doing in this fight games, and now I can maybe show other people, help other people. Be smart while you're young, make good decisions, do things, and grind while you're young and grind. So then when you get older, then you can enjoy your life, and it's like that's the way I think it should be, right? It's like you retire instead of like and partying half your life, and then you're like, oh crap, now I have to work when I'm old, and I don't want to shouldn't have to work my life. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So
So were you just partying a lot, that kind of thing, and just doing stuff you weren't supposed to?
yeah, just partying. It's Yeah, just partying, making stupid decisions. You know, I haven't drank alcohol for like almost or like 7 years now, I believe. And it's just little things like that. You just have to find those little niches. Like for me, alcohol was a thing. Like it wasn't that I was an alcoholic or drank every day, that kind of crap. It was just like every time I did drink, like not every time, but most of the times I did drink, that's when I would get arrested. That's when I would get in trouble. That's when I would scrap people. That's when people would hate me for reasons I can't remember, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I also had many fun times as well, but all the negative times came from that. And then also when I drink, I don't have like the know that I have or the control of myself. Like, you know, some people can when they drink. I just like if I'm drinking and someone wants to talk shit and start shit, I'm just fighting. You know what I'm saying? We're down. But like now, if anyone talks shit to me, I don't care. Say whatever you want to me. You can punch me in the face normally. I'll be like, all right, bro, you don't do that again. You're gonna die, kind of thing. But it's just a lot more control and just self worth, man. Just it's just huge, and like it's like no matter what you're doing, I feel like just the more happy and fine with yourself you are, you're gonna be better with other people and help other people out, and also in your career and life. You know what I'm saying? You can't just hide that shit all the time and think it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's another facet of your life, like if you can get as many facets of your life and have contentment in that, or at least like you say, man, you weren't happy with yourself in those instances, but if you can then overcome that, it's good that you had that, you were able to do that. And yeah, man, it will just make you better, not just in as a professional athlete, but just better in life all around. It's better for the people around you. It's just an all round improvement.
Just do little ass things. Like every morning I get up and like as I when I get up out of my bed, I make my bed right away. It's like dumb, you know, little things like that. Like that's a start. Like I make my bed and like and do a couple things around the house and you know things I need to do. It helps me feel like okay, you know, I accomplished something, no matter what if it's petty, small to some people or this or that, whatever it is. Like do you know, you know, look for something to do that just helps. You know what I'm saying? Finish it. Do it. It's nice to finish things and accomplish things.
Precisely, that's the thing, man. Whether it's big or small, it's like if you I like to write it down if I want to do some stuff because I'm gonna probably forget it and my mind's gonna be all over the place. But like that sense of accomplishment doesn't matter how big or small it is. It's like just getting those things done, getting that routine. And I'm glad you were able to like be honest with yourself and discover that about yourself and get through that and past that. One thing I wanted to ask you as well, because this is another facet of life and stuff. We spoke a little bit last time, off camera and stuff. Are you gonna still go visit family? Do you think your family here back in South Africa?
Yes, I mean, I'm going to 100%. I told my grandma that I was going to come out there this year, so I'm going to at some point this year. I'm going to. I told my parents I'm going to go out to Italy and I'm going to go out to South Africa. So two trips that I have to make this year.
Nice. Okay. When did you go to the US from South Africa?
I traveled a bunch growing up, but like when I like fully moved to the U.S., I was like 12 years old, just over 12 years old.
Your family, did your family have like a job transfer there or?
No, my dad went over to South Africa and met my mom when he was younger and was living because I think my dad's family like had a home out there, vacation. They like to go. Other than my dad, no, my dad's dad had a a cattle farm out. Yeah, my dad's had a cattle farm out there, but for stud bulls, like big stud bulls. And then he also had like a factory that made that like manufactured the hooves for like dog treats and stuff like that. And different so my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side were like out there a lot, and then so my dad went to Africa growing up, and then when he was always an entrepreneur kind of businessman, and so when he had money on his own, he went out there and tried to do like hat sales and shoot random crap on the streets out there. Not the streets, like living on the streets, but like out there selling, like at random places and stuff like that, at random companies. And and then he ended up meeting my mom, and then they stayed out there, had me, and so on and so forth. So that's where my mom and I are both born in South Africa. My dad's born in Connecticut, but spent a lot of time in South Africa.
Well, man, any last thoughts, any last words on the fight for all the fans before we go?
Oh no, just tune in. Especially now on Vice TV, it's gonna be hopefully easier to catch, easier to watch. So try to get up on figuring out the programming situation with that, because I'm not sure 100% how all that works either. If you have to have cable or what app you need or so on and so forth. I think like Hulu, if you have Hulu, and there's a bunch of different ways to watch it. So try to figure that out before the fight, because I promise you this fight's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna put on a show. I always throw down, and I do it for the crowd. I do it for the fans. Do it for myself, my family, everything. So I make sure to put my heart out there on the line all the time, and put everything I have out there and throw down, put on a show. So like I always say, don't blink. It's gonna be crazy, and like I said to you earlier, I'm going for that second round knockout. It's gonna happen, and I'm bringing that belt back home to Forza Combat Sports over here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, baby.
Oh yeah, man! Early birthday present, man.
Yeah, yeah.
LT, I appreciate the time again. Make sure you guys tune in March 22nd, and you guys are not going to be disappointed. It's pound for pound number one bare knuckle boxer in the world, LT Nelson. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother. Much love.